Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. Today is part 11 of beating Red Dead Redemption 2 with only headshots, and we have made it into chapter 3, guys. Chapter 3. And if you have not already seen part 10 and below, go check those out before you watch this. And remember to like and subscribe. We'll get right into this. So as you can see, we are starting our first mission where we have to do something with Dutch, Hosea, and Arthur. We have to go fishing. Well, yeah, we had to go fishing with Hosea. But this takes a while for us to get to the spot, so I'll just skip to when we get there. As you can see, our trip to the fishing hole gets cut short by this little train, so we had to wait a little bit. But then, in a little bit, we noticed Trelawney. Trelawney is in the back of this jail cell train wagon thing. So we had to talk to Trelawney, and I choose to talk to Trelawney. This is a cutscene, so I'll just shut up.
How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It is good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur.
Chase wanted man.
And take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
So as you saw from that cutscene, a gang of some sort has escaped. The Anderson boys. The Anderson boys have escaped from this little jail cell wagon, and we have to chase down the train with them on it. So that's exactly what I do. I go on and I chase him down as fast as I possibly can, and we have to just keep going. He tells us not to shoot, but I want to shoot though, because then I just shoot him in the stomach, right? Couldn't I just do that? But apparently it doesn't work like that. And he's being a weirdo and he's telling us what to do. Well, oh, and that guy just falls off. I hit him and he's down for the count. And now it's slowing down on this turn, so it gives us this chance to get on the side and hop on. But then for no reason, my horse just decides to stop. But then I have to keep going and going until I hit this small spot, and then I can jump on to the thing. Oh, and then we get kicked in the face and we get choked out. I'm not shutting up for this cutscene because it really isn't a cutscene. As you can see, it ends right here. So, and then we keep running. And we're actually pretty far behind these guys. So we had to run all the way across this train to catch up to them. Kind of like wondering how Arthur's this fast though. Then we get to this little hay spot, and you can see he's not doing that good right now. He's slowing down, and then we get up here and we have to spear him down real quick, and we have to punch him in the face bunch until he's knocked out right there. And now we're going after the main guy, the Anderson I think is the name, and we catch him in the frozen food aisle. I'll just call it that. And then he threatens, and Arthur tries to not challenge him. What's the word? Talk it out. And then we get into a fight. I block his punch him twice, and I block his punch again. Well, I should say his slice, and he runs into the wall like a weirdo, and I start kicking him. And he's out for the count, and I've played this game before, so I'm pretty sure I had to pick him up. So I walk around here, and I look around, trying to find a good, exit, I should say, an exit, until I notice that, yeah, you had to pick this guy up. And I hop out onto the ground, and I'm not turning up for this cutscene because it's not that long. It's nothing important. We just talk about how I caught him, and he checks his head. So then we have to run over and put him on my horse. I try to, but then it doesn't show up as I can stow him on the back of my horse, but then it does. So I get on my horse and we start riding to roads, but this takes a while, so I'll just skip to when we get there. So as we can see, we have made it to the Rhodes Sheriff Department. I jump off and take Anderson to the sheriff, but after I drop him down, it leads to a cutscene, so I'll just shut up.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
So, as you saw from that cutscene, Trelawney has been freed, I guess you could say, from the Rhodes Sheriff Department, and he is staking out behind this place in a caravan, and he is picking up on leads like bounties, and we start talking about the fishing trip, as you can see, and he said, and then they ask if we're up for the fishing trip, and I say I am because I love fishing in this game. It's one of the best mechanics, so I obviously say yes, and we go fishing. So I'll just skip to when we get there. So as you can see, we have made it onto the boat, and I will start fishing, and I will just show you what I caught on this little fishing trip we had with Jose and Touch. So first I caught this nice big rock bass in the middle of the lake. It was 5 pounds, 2 ounces, and I throw it back because Jose says it can be bigger. And the next fish I catch is this nice, this nice trout of some sort. nice sternhead trout, 4 pounds, 3 ounces. And I decided to keep this one because I love trout. When I go fishing in real life, I love to catch trout. So I kept it. And the next fish I catch is a nice sternhead trout again. This one is 4 pounds, 7 ounces. So around the same size, but I throw that one back because I already have one. And the next fish I catch is another sternhead trout. This one is 4 pounds, 2 ounces, so even smaller, and I throw it in. And the next fish I catch is a nice rock bass. This fish is 4 pounds, 1 ounce. I keep this one. I wanted to see how long it could stay, but I just keep it because I would have 2 of the same fish. And then after that, I unequip my fishing rod and we get a move on. And then Dutch and Hosea say we should keep the boat and we should bring it back because we're only a little ways away from our camp, so we turn out to keep the boat. So I'll just skip to when we get to camp. As you can see, we have made it to the camp, and this leads to a cutscene, so I'll just shut up.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. Well, I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
So, as you see from that little cutscene, Dutch is starting to feel perfect about this campsite. He really likes it. Hosea goes to hand in the fish to Pearson, but then I run over here and I notice that I have a mission with Pearson, and so I start walking over there, and it's Pearson and Sadie fighting, but then out of nowhere, Uncle comes and stops me from going to do the mission real quick, and he starts asking me about if he can have a few bucks as they're fighting their mouth off. And he stops, and then this leads to a cutscene, so I'll just shut up.
I ain't chopping vegetables for a living.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. Was there insufficient feathers in your pillow?
I ain't lazy, Mr. Morgan. I'll work, but not this.
Well, ain't cooking work?
Go ahead, they says. Shield us. So he did. Bang, bang, bang! Button.
My husband and I, we shared the work. All of it. I was out in the fields. I can hunt, carry a knife, or use a gun. But I tell you, you keep me here, I'll skin this fat old coot and serve him for dinner.
Watch your damn mouth, you crazy goddamn fishwife! Enough, both of you! Well, come with me then. You want to head out there, run with the man? So be it. But we do more than just hunting. We're hunted. And them things hunting us, well, they got guns of their own.
I ain't afraid of dying.
Good. You need anything, Mr. Pearson? Maybe me and Mrs. Adler are gonna take a little ride.
Yeah, sure. Here's my list, and can you post this letter for me while you're there?
Sure. Come on, princess. Are you coming with me then, woman?
So I've graduated from chopping vegetables to shopping.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So as you see from that cutscene, Sadie and Pearson don't really like each other. Actually, they don't like each other at all. So I take her out to go shopping and post a letter. So we had to go to Rhodes, but this takes a little while, so I'll just skip to it again. So as you can see, we made it to Rhodes, and I'm running over here to the post office so I can post this letter for Pearson and get right back to where Sadie is. So I hop in here and I walk over to the postmaster. Is that his name? Postmaster? Postal guy. Postman Pat. That's gonna be his name. Okay? We put it in a back out and then we leave this little area. Sorry. Then we leave this little area and run back to Sadie. As you can see, I run past these places and I see her waiting out front of the place with a new outfit. And she's talking bad mouth to the guy, saying his cousin is stronger than him and he's a baby. So I get up on the wagon and I have to wait for Sadie to talk this guy down. And he gives her a coin and he says thanks in a sarcastic voice, and she asks for it back, but he says no. And she hops up on and we get on our way to camp. So as you can see, our trip to camp is getting interrupted by these Lemoyne Raiders, and we have to apparently pay a fee to get past this place, pay a toll to get past this area. But Arthur says no, and then I zoom in to see what's going on, and then Sadie pulls out her gun and shoots at his horse's feet. His horse gets scared, and then we have the task of shooting these people. And then we have to have a little fight about, I don't know, because we didn't pay them for no good reason. So we had to take them out real quick. I take out that guy. Then I take out that guy and that guy. I took out a bunch of guys, and then we had to stop real quick, hop on out, and take out all of these people. So I take a shot and I shoot him right in the chest. So I throw dynamite down, and that is the first fail of this mission. So as you can see, we have to respawn here and take out these guys. So I take out that guy on the horse before he can even get off. I run back here because I know there's going to be a guy right there. And I take a shot and he's out. And I'm feeling real good about this try. So I run up after taking out those guys real quick. And I take out this guy who gave me trouble the first time. And I shoot him in the head through the bush. Then I pull up my revolver because when I am in doubt, I usually pull up my revolver because it has good aim and stuff. And it really usually hits the mark perfect. So I take it out and I missed my first shot, and right where I aimed, like I said, it hits them right in the head, and they are scared. So I put a few bullets in. None of them hit him in the head, but they don't hit him in the body either, so that was good. And we can finally make our way back to camp, so I'll just skip to when we get there. So as you can see, we have made it back to camp, and we stop, and this leads to a cutscene, so I'll just shut up.
I'd like to say I missed your refined conversations, but I'd be lying.
I enjoyed myself out there.
Yes, Mrs. Adler did okay.
At shopping?
Yes, that's shopping.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Don't mention it. I would ride with you again, Mrs. Adler, if you will ride with me.
Maybe. If you prove you can handle yourself.
Well, they say I lack finesse, but I ain't afraid of gun smoke.
We got this, Arthur. You've already done me a big favor today. Okay, Miss High and Mighty. And
So if it's just me, I think that's a pretty good spot to end it. We finished 2 missions, well, the first 2 missions of Chapter 3. If you have enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all later.